You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. A couple things about Bama I'm curious your take. Number one, why are their receivers not what they've been in the past?
It's strange. You think about Burton coming over from Georgia. He was a high 4 or 5-star recruit going into there. He transferred to Alabama. You expected him to be better. There's been little separation. There's been dropped footballs. And, I think we both can agree the guy throwing the football to him is a top 5 pick.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you see those things, it's kind of perplexing because they have wide receivers on that roster that everybody else wanted as well. And so, it's one of those things where you truly wonder why the production isn't necessarily there like we've seen from a lot of these Alabama teams, a lot of these Alabama wide receivers. But it's definitely different this year from past years when, they've been just absolutely excellent on the outside.
Does LSU secondary match up well?
I do. I think so. There's obviously speed on the outside, but I think when you look at our secondary, especially what we can do inside with some of our veteran players who have logged a ton of snaps, not only at LSU this year, but some at other universities as well. I think that experience, the understanding of most of them having been on the field with Alabama before and knowing what it feels like and seeing it before, I think that's an opportunity for us to match up on the outside. It's truly going to come down to the auxiliaries and the defensive line. And can you, one, pressure Bryce Young, also keep him within the pocket when he has those well-timed decision-making skills that put him in opportunities to make second play opportunities where guys down the field can uncover.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up. You mentioned some of the transfers, but I'm curious if this is a game where having Major Burns back helps LSU. Like, is he suited for this game? Like we talked about, Joe Fouché being actually like really a good matchup in that Ole Miss game. Is this one where Major Burns plays a bigger role than maybe Fouché or Brooks?
Yeah, well, I think the role he can play is communication, confidence, understanding. He was obviously, before the injury early on in the season, having an amazing year and really being an impactful player, both in the run and pass. And so you now look at Major, who I felt was ascending, and he gets an opportunity to go out and prove himself. And I think he wants that opportunity. I think he's excited about it. But more than anything, I believe he's prepared. And just the continuity, consistency, chemistry, and like I said, communication that he'll bring, I believe is next level and something that you need in a game like this.
He's on Twitter at RealRClark25. You know that. Ryan Clark joins us every Thursday here, courtesy of our friends over at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Make your bets there. RC, as far as LSU's offense, mobile quarterbacks, dynamic players like Jaden Daniels have given Nick Saban's defenses trouble in the problem. Why is that matchup an issue traditionally, for Nick Saban?
You know what? I can actually say I do not know.
Okay.
I think, now, let's think about this, right? It's not like these mobile quarterbacks that play extremely well against Nick Saban don't play well against other teams, right?
Yeah.
So we're not talking about guys. We're not talking about guys who are unknown when they step into the stadium, whether it be their home stadium or in Tuscaloosa, and then all of a sudden they explode, and we're like, oh, we've never heard of this guy. So they're good players and they're talented, and using their legs is part of their game. But I do believe that if you aren't that type of player, if you can't create second play opportunities, if you can't improvise and pick up first downs with your legs, that normally the problem is the rest of the team in Alabama is so much better than yours, you can't win.
Yeah.
And so you sometimes need that special talent and that extra element in order to compete in general. And so it's so eye-popping when we have these sort of players and their teams play well, their offenses play well, and they beat Nick Saban. Let's think about 2019, which both you and I agree is the greatest collegiate season in the history of football.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Joe finishes that first downs with his leg.
Yep.
Even though Jamar was excellent and Justin played well. And so I just think that's just an extra added element that you need when you're playing against, the high caliber recruits Alabama can get on campus, and also the coaching that staff provides.
You gonna be able to watch it Saturday night?
I am. I'll be able to watch it Saturday night. We have a late one in Tempe, so before I head over, that's what I'll be doing.
All right, man. You got a feeling? I don't normally ask you for a pick, but I mean, is this one you think LSU can maybe?
No, I do. Yes. I think this game ends up being closer than many will predict, and I believe LSU has an opportunity to win late. It's going to be, does Brian Kelly now and Jaden Daniels provide the coaching, the preparation, and also the execution that's needed to be the Nick Saban and the Bryce Young?
He's Ryan Clark. Make sure you check out The Pivot. Go to YouTube. Check out The Pivot on YouTube. Subscribe up to The Pivot as well. Can you tease us again who's dropping tomorrow?
Oh, well, tomorrow we have a tight end who is also an author and an artist and does all the kind of other crap. And he has a brother who plays the league as well that rushed passers and may or may not have won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. And so we have that coming up. And like I said, next Tuesday, man, we also have a doozy for you guys.
Looking forward to it. Y'all check out The Pivot. Make sure you're subscribed up there or on your favorite podcast app. It's must-see TV, man. Stay clear of them Gators, RC.
Hey, man, I travel the world with Gators now, man. So all you can do is hope to not get bit.
Fair enough, man. Thanks, RC. We appreciate you making time, man, as always.
I'm going to have a good one, man.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.